All right, it is your friend Justin here, and we are out here in Warren County, New Jersey, at Meadow Breeze Park. Nice day out. It's about 70 degrees here in New Jersey. It feels pretty chilly, actually. I'm wearing sweatpants, believe it or not, and it is still the middle of August. I believe it's August 21st, so I guess actually we're getting towards the end of August now. But I just wanted to come up on here and talk to you guys about something that's been on my mind, and that is mental health. Now, we all hear how important mental health is, this and that, but I don't think a lot of us, including myself sometimes, really take it that serious. Really, when I think of mental health, the first thing I think of is taking care of yourself physically. That's always the first step. Going to the gym, exercise, having a healthy diet, plenty of water, hydration, things like that. Getting sunlight, getting a lot of sleep, maybe going for walks or something. You don't have to go to the gym every day, lift weights, but, in particular, when I say go to the gym, I'm talking about strength training, lifting weights, because strength training is the superior form of any kind of workout. It's better than cardio, it's better than HIIT training, than crossfitting, or lifting for tone, or whatever. So strength training. I think everyone should at least strength train 2 to 3 times a week. And if you're someone who really doesn't like to go for runs, or you don't like sports, things like that, doesn't hurt to go for a 30-minute walk at least once a day, because that's something that's very easy to do. But in terms of what you can do that's not physical, because being physical, being in good physical health will lead to good mental health, but there's more to it, obviously, than that, which is what are you putting your energy towards every day? Oftentimes people might get wrong impressions of me. People might think I'm an asshole or a dickhead, or that I'm a hateful person because of my beliefs, because of what I tweet or what I talk about in my content, when really all I'm doing is just telling you the truth, because people don't tell you the truth in today's world. They just tell you what you want to hear. They tell you lies, which is why a lot of us are confused. This is why there's so much chaos, violence, wars going on. This is why we can never get along, because ultimately the truth is hidden from us. You like that little porta potty back there? I'll give you guys a better view. But yeah, I really I know that my content might seem negative sometimes, or maybe it seems like I focus on the negatives, but I'm telling you, I really don't. When I wake up every day, the first thing I think about is not conspiracy theories or, the negativity that goes on in the world. The first thing I think about is, okay, what am I going to do today that is going to be beneficial to my life, that can actually benefit other people? Because I don't just think about myself. I'm at a point in my life where I have to put other people first, because if I don't put other people first and I'm just putting myself first, really I'm just being selfish. And if I'm being selfish and not helping others, how can I even expect to help myself if I can't help others, if that makes sense to you? So I've come to the conclusion that I need to get more involved in my community here. That's also something that I suggest for people to be doing, is get involved in your community. There's an app called Meetup, which I use a lot to find sporting events in my area, such as volleyball, pickleball, frisbee, could even be basketball, stuff like that. Even just stopping by at my local parks here with a basketball, and maybe getting into some pickup games if anyone's playing. But there's all sorts of things you can do that can put your mind at ease, because you can't sit at home all day. You really can't be sitting down watching Netflix or playing video games. None of that stuff is going to help you. That's going to actually induce more anxiety, because you're just sitting on your butt, staring at, blue light for so long. Spending too much time on social media. I think this is a big problem for women, is that they're on social media too much. And believe it or not, social media has a much bigger impact on women's mental health than it does for men, because women feel obligated to try and compete with their friends on there. They feel like they have to look a certain way. They got their social media profile has to appear a certain way, and they got to dress a certain way. They got to take pictures a certain way. They got to comment on all their friends' posts so that their friends will comment on their posts. And you know, the thing is, social media is fake. Like, when I see really good looking women on TikTok or Instagram, you know, the first thing I think about is, okay, like, they make their life look so good, but what is this person struggling with? Because we all have struggles, and we all make our lives look perfect on social media. I'm a very open person. I mean, I've shared struggles that I go through on social media before. I struggle with alcohol. Believe it or not, a lot of people who've never seen me drunk, if you've seen me drunk, it's very obvious that I have an issue with alcohol. But if you haven't seen me drunk, it's very hard for people to believe this about me. And let me tell you, when I drink alcohol, I become a nasty motherfucker. Excuse my language. It's always been that way. I'm 27 now. I started drinking when I was 18. You know, I've never had a physical dependency on alcohol to where I was drinking every day. But, you know, if I don't completely stop drinking, then it can become that. I think that's just because of my age that I'm not so physically dependent on it. But, you know, if I'm reaching 40 and I'm still, you know, consuming alcohol every so often, I can easily get addicted to it. But anyway, my point is, with alcohol, man, I've ruined so many relationships in my life. The past 10 years have been just a roller coaster with alcohol. I've ruined friendships. I've ruined relationships with women. I've impacted relationships with family members. I've impacted my relationship with my neighbors even. I've impacted my relationship with people in the community, because when I get drunk, again, I'm nasty. I'm not a nice person. I don't know why I become so different. I don't know why I get that way, but that's just how I get. I'm the kind of person that just is better off never drinking alcohol again. And it's an addiction. So I can easily go a few months without doing it, but somehow, some way, I end up doing it again, usually. And something bad happens. I black out, got to apologize to people, got to ask people what the hell happened last night. Oh, Justin, you were a maniac. You did this, you did that. I mean, it's pathetic, you know? It makes you look bad. So, that's my little confession of a struggle that I go through. Love to hear what you guys struggle with, or what you guys are currently maybe addicted to, that you're trying to nit in the butt and trying to stop. Because, you know, we all go through something, and I feel like we all try to hide it. We never want to talk about how we feel, or we never want to talk about our what's going on internally, especially as a man, right? Men never want to talk about, like, their feelings, their emotions, because men are supposed to be all masculine and tough and all that stuff. But really, man, if men, especially with each other, if men opened up to each other more so, because I'm not suggesting that men go up to women and open up about their problems. I think a man should go to either a professional therapist or to their friends who are men to open up about problems with and what they're going through. Because really, only another man is going to understand a man's struggle. A woman will never understand your struggle. So do not open up to women ever about your struggles. They will never get it. You have the burden of performance. The woman is expecting you to just figure it out. They don't feel sorry for you. They don't feel bad for you. They want you to just figure it out and keep going. And that's how you should be as a man, you know. You do have to put some of your feelings and emotions aside and toughen up a little bit at times in life. And when it comes to dating and women, you know, that's one of them. Just be strong with women, guys, because a lot of women are causing guys to commit suicide, are causing guys a lot of pain. And I've been there, man. I've been hurt by women. We all have, you know. And you know, I've hurt women too. I'm no saint. I'm not a victim here. I've hurt women too. I'm just as guilty of it, of hurting other people, as people are of hurting me. And I think that's something else. I feel like we all feel like we're a victim of some sort. We all feel like we've gone through some shit and we deserve better. And you probably do. You probably have been through shit and you probably do deserve better. But you just complaining about it, you know, kind of like me complaining about conspiracies or complaining about what's going on in the world, doesn't really help, right? I mean, it helps to make you aware. I don't complain because I want to bitch. I complain because I want to make you aware, because people aren't aware. And the biggest problem I have with you know, conspiracies or exposing the truth, whatever, it blows my mind that people don't care. And I can't make anyone care. And I guess I felt like when I first started my content back in 2019 that I could change the world. And I still can. I know I can. But I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm not Yeshua HaMashiach. I can't be the savior of the world. I can only play my part in the people that want to have something to do with me, and the people that want to listen to me, and the people that want to be in my life. You know, those are the only people I can impact. And anyone on the internet who wants to listen to me, who wants to subscribe to me, who wants to message me or whatever, you know, those are all really the only people that I can help and can also help me, because I'm not perfect. I can use help, right? I always accept help when it's necessary. I'm not prideful to where I think I know it all, or to where I think I'm perfect that I don't need help. But anyway, I wanted to get back to, I know I sidetracked a lot, but I want to get back to what I was saying about women and social media. Like, if you're a woman using social media, or if you're a parent listening to this and your daughter's on TikTok and Instagram, I'm telling you right now, you better really monitor what they do, or better off, just don't let them use these apps. I'm going to tell you something right now that might gross some of you out, but if your daughter is on TikTok posting videos of her dancing, you're basically going to be having old men following her, probably not necessarily messaging her, because every woman's direct messages or private messages is filled up, so they usually don't check it. But you're going to have like creepy old guys commenting on their posts, probably, you know, doing something inappropriate. I'm not going to say what it is, but you can probably use your dirty imagination to what I'm getting at, to what these guys are doing behind the camera to these young girls dancing. So that's just what I'm trying to like warn parents and women about. Like, if you're a woman, like you don't need to have a presence on social media to get noticed by men. In fact, you know what's really an attractive thing you can do as a woman? Have no social media. Don't have an Instagram, don't have a TikTok, don't especially have a Snapchat, because Snapchat we all know what goes down there in Snapchat. So listen, I mean, a lot of the girls that I've hung out with, even like just within the past few years, they were telling me when they were on Snapchat, you know, in their teen years, that they'd be talking to 30-year-olds, that these 30-year-olds would send them dick pics, this and that. So I'm just letting you know what goes down, not accusing your daughter or you yourself, if you're a woman listening to this, of being involved in these things. But it shouldn't surprise any of you. We are in a very hypersexualized world. And this is not good for mental health. This is terrible for your mental health to constantly, especially like, you know, me as a guy, if I'm opening up my Instagram or my TikTok or whatever, and all I'm seeing is ass and boobs and, you know, girls shaking booty or whatever, like that's not good. That's not good for me. You know why? Because that's going to subconsciously make me angry, because I'm seeing all this ass that clearly I want because I'm a straight guy, that I can't get because it's through a screen. So subconsciously, this has an effect on you. None of this is conscious, okay? That's why you might not realize it. It's subconscious, which is even more important to understand than your conscious mind, because your subconscious feeds into your conscious mind without you realizing it. But anyway, listen, in terms of mental health, we all should be doing something and spending our energy and trying to help others as best we can, because that's really all we can do. Life is too short to be depressed, to be not confident in yourself, to think negatively of yourself, because we're all here for a reason. Each and every single person here has a purpose, and you have the choice to wake up every day and be a good person or a bad person. And if you wake up every day and you do nothing, unfortunately, you're falling into the category of a bad person, because if you're not contributing to society, what are you contributing to the world? Nothing. Therefore, you're useless. That's why I make content. This is my way. Maybe you might disagree, but this is my way of feeling like I'm adding value to the world, because this is the only thing I can do to add value to the world. Listen, when I was landscaping or whatever, or when I was in corporate sales, especially, you think I was adding value to the world? No, I wasn't. I was selling people shit they didn't need for money. When I was landscaping, right? Like, it's adding way more value to the world, but I'm not saving lives by cutting grass now, am I? So we all have to decide what we want to do, because you can have a job. It's great to have a job. You should have a job, but you need to do more with your time than just go to work, just go to the gym and go home and watch TV. Like, we all have to be doing more. It's not just me. It's not just me. It's not just you. It's all of us. We're all in that category of we all got to improve. So let's all improve together. I'm going to shut up here because I've already gone a long time here. But this is your best friend, Justin. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what struggles you guys go through and what you think about mental health and what you do to get yourself ready and mentally prepared and spiritually ready for your day or week or year, whatever it might be. Anyway, take care.